It's nice to see you today. Hello, welcome to Virtual Storytime with the Lillooet and Area Library Association. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. To start off, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm recording here on the territory of the Stotlian people. I'm very grateful to be able to do that. Our theme for Storytime this week is all about eggs. Some animals, like humans or other mammals like dogs and horses, give birth to live young. But other animals, like birds, all kinds of birds, including penguins, they all lay eggs. They lay the eggs first, they sit on their eggs for a while, and then the eggs hatch into baby birds. Other animals lay eggs too. Reptiles, like lizards, snakes, amphibians lay eggs, like frogs, and a lot of insects too lay eggs, like this moth or butterfly. Here is an egg that you're probably pretty familiar with, a chicken's egg that we eat. But don't worry, the eggs that we eat don't have little baby birds in them because they're not fertilized. Today, we're going to sing a few songs and take a look at this beautiful book called An Egg is Quiet. Since it's springtime, and that's the season when the birds around here are laying their eggs and feeding their babies, we're going to sing some songs about birds. First, we're going to do a finger play with our hands about an owl, sort of like this one. Here's a picture of a great gray owl on a nest with her eggs. And then that second picture is her babies after they've hatched. So, can you follow my actions? There's a wide-eyed owl with a pointed nose and with pointed ears and claws for her toes. She sits high in the tree, and when she looks at you, she flaps her wings and says, "Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo." Can you do that with me? Pretend like you're an owl like this. Ooh. There's a wide-eyed owl with a pointed nose and with pointed ears and claws for her toes. She sits high up in the tree, and when she looks at you, she flaps her wings and says, what does an owl say? Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Good job. Next, I've got a song about what birds do. It's to the tune of The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. And we're gonna pretend like you're a robin. Now this one is an action one, so you're gonna stand up with me and pretend like you're a bird and follow my actions. This is the way we scratch for worms, scratch for worms, scratch for worms. This is the way we scratch for worms early in the morning. This is the way we peck for our food, peck for our food, peck for our food. This is the way we peck for our food early in the morning. Get your egg. This is the way we sit on our eggs, sit on our eggs, sit on our eggs. This is the way we sit on our eggs early in the morning. Then flap your wings like a baby bird learning to fly. This is the way we flap our wings, flap our wings, flap our wings. This is the way we flap our wings early in the morning. Then, baby bird, you learn to fly, so fly away. This is the way we fly away, fly away, fly away. This is the way we fly away early in the morning. Nice job. Awesome job with that song. Now it's time to read our book today. This book, An Egg is Quiet, is non-fiction, which means it's about the real world and has true facts in it. A fictional story is made up or imaginary. It might have creatures like unicorns, it might have talking animals, and those stories are pretend. They're made up or imaginary. So they're called fictional books, but books about the real world are non-fiction. This is a beautiful book written by Diana Hutz Aston and Sylvia Long and published by Chronicle Books San Francisco. Let's take a look. Just gonna take a little moment to look at all these different kinds, shapes, and colors of eggs. All different kinds of eggs. An egg is quiet. It sits there under its mother's feathers, in a nest maybe, or on top of its father's feet, like a penguin, or buried beneath the sand, like a sea turtle, warm and cozy. An egg is colorful. Look at all these beautiful colors of different eggs. Wow. Now, most of these are birds. We have salmon egg, crab egg, cricket. An egg is shapely. There are round eggs, like this sea turtle's egg. There are oval eggs, like this ladybug egg. And this is much bigger than actual size, this one. There are pointy eggs, like this seabird egg. There are even tubular eggs, like a tube. So this is from a dogfish. So most sharks give birth to live young, but some, like this dogfish, begin in a leathery egg case. An egg is clever because some eggs camouflage with their surroundings. Can you see the egg in this picture? Keep looking. There's an egg from a tern, which is a seabird. Camouflage is an egg's way of hiding, because other animals often like to eat eggs. So if you can hide, you're less likely to be eaten by a raccoon or a snake or a fox. Eggs come in different sizes. So the big ostrich egg, and we have little hummingbird's eggs, and everything in between. An egg is artistic. Look at these beautiful, artful eggs, and some insect eggs too. An egg is textured. You ever felt an egg from your kitchen? Does it feel pretty smooth? Well, most birds' eggs are smooth. They're smooth eggs. There are hard eggs. Birds' eggs are also pretty hard. But some eggs are soft, like reptile eggs are often leathery. And some are gooey, like frog eggs. And some are rough. An egg might even be fossilized. It might be so old that it's turned into rock, like from a dinosaur. This is a fossilized egg from an ancient dinosaur, millions of years old. An egg is giving. You can see on the top, this is the growth of a chicken embryo inside the egg. It starts out really small, and the little chick grows and grows until it hatches and becomes a chick. Or a salmon egg grows into a salmon. And this grasshopper stays inside until the weather is just right, and then the grasshopper hatches out. An egg gives the little creature growing inside it everything it needs. The shell is its home, the yolk is its food, the egg white is its pillow. An egg is quiet, then suddenly an egg is noisy. Cheep, 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 peep, 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 peep. The little birds, now they're hungry babies needing food. And here's a bunch of pictures of all kinds of creatures that lay eggs. Got an iguana, a robin, a ladybug, a dogfish, all kinds of beautiful creatures that lay eggs. And that's the end of An Egg is Quiet. I hope you enjoyed that book. Next, we're going to play a game. It's called Whose Egg Is This? I'm going to show you a picture of an egg and two animals on either side. And you have to guess. You can point, which animal do you think the egg comes from? So we'll start off with a very tiny little egg in a small little nest. Now, do you think this belongs to a hummingbird or a dark-eyed junco, which is a songbird that you can see in Lillooet? So you can point to which one it is, which one you think it is. And if you guessed hummingbird, you're right. These are the smallest bird's eggs in the world. Next, we've got some lovely blue eggs. Now, do you think these belong to a crow or a robin? Kind of similar sized. Wait, point to the one that you think it is. If you guessed robin, you're right. Now let's look at this. Is a giant egg, a really big egg. Do you think this one belongs to this parrot, the scarlet macaw? Or do you think it belongs to an ostrich, this big bird? Big egg. If you guessed the ostrich, then you're right. Next, we have some gooey eggs that are all together. They don't have a hard shell. Do you think these belong to a frog or a snake? If you guessed frog, you're right. Frogs lay pretty gooey eggs, usually in a big bundle. Next, we've got a picture of some very small little yellow eggs. But do you think they're from a ladybug? Or maybe a dragonfly? Take your pick. If you guessed ladybug, you're right. These tiny little eggs belong to a ladybug. Our last picture here, we've got some pretty smallish speckled eggs. Do you think they might belong to a penguin? Like this big emperor penguin? Or maybe a quail? If you guessed the quail, you're right. Good guesses. I hope you had fun guessing whose egg is this. We have some great library books about birds in particular that I didn't have time to get to today, but you could check out on your own. There's this one that's got some nice illustrations called Birds by Kevin Hinks. We have a fun little book of backyard bird songs book at the library here, which you can press a button and hear the songs from different birds. Well, that's all we have time for today in this week's virtual story time, all about eggs. Let's say goodbye with a song. Can you follow along? Wave high, wave low, now it's time, we've got to go. Wave your elbows, wave your toes, wave your tongue, and wave your nose. Wave your ears and wave your eyes. Wave your hands and say goodbye. Goodbye, see you next time.